Thanks for tuning in. Have you ever heard of Michael Rood? Well, Cami is phoning in to talk to Matt Dillahunty and Paula Gia to enlighten them about who Michael Rood actually is. So let's go and have a listen.
Hang on. Michael Rood is ordained minister who is now a Messianic rabbi, and he has many what do you call them, pastors and ministers that he has underlings. But he has a show called Shabbat Night Live. Nice. It might be a good idea to check this guy out. I would love to see what you guys could do with it.
Okay, let's stop for a moment. We're going to go and look at this guy's YouTube channel. Okay, well, here we are. So, yeah, she said that he's a Messianic rabbi and Messianic Judaism. I understand that it's like Judaism with elements of Christianity, or Christianity with elements of Judaism, some kind of hybrid between the two. I'm sure that some of you will leave comments refining or correcting what I've said, but let's just have a look. So his channel is called A Rood Awakening. Obviously, Rood, those of you who know about Old English, Rood is the cross. Dream of the Rood is an Old English poem. And I think even in Hamlet, he says, by the Rood, not so, or some line that the word was still being used even in Elizabethan times. So let's have a look and see what he's got. A Rood Awakening. Former US Marine Michael Rood dares to go where few men have gone before. What's he said? Oh, he's got quite a bit here. To challenge long-standing traditions of man-made religious systems and to guide all who have ears to hear to a historically accurate interpretation and rational understanding of the Hebrew scriptures. Let's have a look at some of the videos. So yeah, he's got 257k subscribers, 2.2k videos. That's a lot of subscribers, but when you look at his videos, he's only got like sort of 5.8k, 16k, 1.4k. To be honest with you, his channel's not much more popular than mine, which gives you an idea of how insignificant he really is. So, I mean, why this woman is calling in, he's got a live call-in show and he's only getting like 5k views from his call-in shows, which is fairly pathetic, but I suppose popularity isn't everything. So anyway, let's go and listen to more of what she's got to say.
For me to be calling you, I'm like, I'm nervous. But
well, you should be nervous calling us with this insignificant rubbish. Do you know how many sort of evangelical and religious people who are out there who have got even more followers or fewer? There are literally hundreds and hundreds of small-time or even medium-time evangelicals, charismatic personalities, etc., trying to gather together a following. There are literally dozens and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and she's calling with just one of them. Why should Matt be interested in this? Why should anybody be interested?
What makes you think we should spend time checking him out?
Well, they do tours of Israel, and they're endorsing Israel's conflict with, well, not just the conflict, but they're telling the Christians in this country, you know, the ones that are pulling out of the church, and if they get them before they really decipher their Bibles and realize that there is no God, what they're doing is they're pulling these people in.
Well, they're not pulling many people in, are they, if they're only getting 5,000 or 6,000 views on YouTube for a call-in show?
To the Torah. And they're actually believing that these are the end days and that Israel's going to conquer Gaza and, well, the whole Middle East. And well, we all know what happens in the Bible. The Bible says that the entire world is going to be given to the Israelites. But this isn't good.
So
hang on.
I assume you disagree. I just don't want to make an assumption.
I thought the end times meant that Jesus will return. It will be the end of the world. All the souls, existing souls, will be judged, or those who've already died will be judged, etc. And I thought it was just the end. I didn't. Maybe I missed something. I'm not altogether familiar with some elements of Judaism that Israel is going to be given the entire world. I should probably read up on that, but okay.
Agree with Michael Rood, yes.
You disagree with Michael Rood,
and
okay.
my two sons. Huh? What was that? I'm sorry, what was that?
I don't think we didn't say anything. Carry on.
Okay. See, I don't agree that they should be going and putting people in danger, going to tour Israel, and they're even going into the Gaza Strip where there's this big red sign that says that you go in at your own risk.
Are they touring though? Are they taking people out there when there's a war going on? Is that very likely? Would they get the licenses and all the necessary paperwork to actually take? Would people be stupid enough to go out there at the moment when bombs are flying and there's so much danger in both Israel and Gaza, etc.?
And they're going in touring places like Bethlehem and Jericho and...
Yeah, I mean, she makes it sound like they've got, I don't know, 50 people in a bus touring around the Holy Land.
So if there's a sign that says you're going in at your own risk, then people know that they're going in at their own risk. So what's the objection?
But, they also have this area where they're encouraging people to buy houses in the forbidden space.
Well, if people are stupid enough to buy houses in the forbidden zone where there's a war going on, I mean, if they're gullible and stupid enough, then let them do it. I mean, they're free to die if they want to buy houses in war zones. Somehow I don't really see it. I can't really take much of this seriously.
Bases, and this is why they're getting bombed. Because
this is why who's getting bombed? So these followers of this Messianic Rabbi are being sold houses in a war zone, and they're being bombed. She said this is why they're getting bombed. I don't really quite get that. I don't get the connection.
These people... Okay, this is going to be like a...
I think this is just an attention seeker, the kind of person that really irritates me.
Thing. The Palestinians are fighting for their own homes, for their families.
No, they're not fighting. I haven't noticed that Palestinians are fighting for anything in particular. They're taking bombs at the moment, and they're being obliterated. I haven't noticed that they're really fighting anything at all.
And I believe that this is where this gets to be dangerous, because well, yeah, it does. Michael Rood kind of encourages people to read their Bibles and to accept the fact that that land is going to be given to Israel, and they're encouraging the Christians to move to the Middle East.
Well, what is Matt Dillahunty supposed to do with that? What does she think he's going to do? Does she think that he's going to call his show and tell him to stop doing that and to stop promoting his religious business and building his wealth on people's stupidity? I don't think so. I think Matt's got better things to do.
We heard it from him, me and my sons. We pulled out of the church, and we were misled by Michael Rood for a time before we realized that this is all nonsense. But we know how dangerous this can be because we know what they're teaching.
Okay, this sounds like a lot of nonsense. I'm going to go to the conclusion of the call and see how it ends. Okay, so Matt's back now, and he's making a very good point about how, because of atheists, nobody's can become known.
I don't judge who I'm going to interact with based on their views. It's just when somebody calls in and they're like, "Have you heard of this guy? He's doing this, and we really need to pay attention." There are a bunch of absolutely terrible, vile, potentially dangerous apologists who nobody would know about if it weren't for the fact that atheists watch and share their shit all the time. Like, they don't have an audience. They don't have an impact. They don't have, not, is he probably ripping some people off? Perhaps. That's not my area to look into. Is he leading people into potential danger? Perhaps. That's not my area either. So apart from getting them to call in, I don't know what we should do.
Okay. My son just showed me that. What? Yeah. Okay. His two main sites is Rood Awakening International and a Rood.
Yeah, can you see what she's doing? I've got a feeling that this person is actually working for Michael Rood, and she's advertising all his websites, his YouTube channel, and I'm surprised that Matt and Paul can't see through this.
Awakening.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for the ad. Thanks for the publicity. Yeah,
so,
I'm getting it out there as well.
I'm not trying to take over your show here. I just wanted you to. It might be a good idea to check out what's.
I don't know what it is you think we do.
Only because as these things happen in Israel and come up in the news, we might find that people coming from the church and getting mixed up in his nonsense, that there could be a lot more of his followers. And I mean, he's pushing the Torah. And we all know what the Torah says. And that's why I said that this could be dangerous.
I don't know what it is you think we do, or what it is you would expect me to do.
Oh no, I mean just for interest. It's not that I'm trying to cause trouble or try to bring him down or whatever the case may be.
I got enough interest.
It's just a thing of interest.
Okay.
So it's been quite a few years since I even looked at anything he's done because we pulled away from him.
Well, that's strange because she's just said literally 5 minutes ago, oh, there was a show on Friday night. Now she's contradicting herself.
That would have been like 2010. So it's like we haven't even kept up with this guy's stuff.
She's just said 5 minutes ago he did a show on because Matt and Paul were both looking at his YouTube channel, and Matt was saying, "Oh, he's not done anything in 6 years," and she said, "I didn't record this," but she said, "Oh, he did a show on Friday night. He's just literally done one on Friday night." Paul confirmed that. Now she's saying that she hasn't even looked at his stuff in years.
But it seems like he's growing. That's why I said it might be something you might want to.
Why does it seem like he's growing? Is there an audio problem? Is there an audio problem where you just can't hear me when I'm talking?
No, there's no audio problem. She's just full of herself.
I can't hear you sometimes.
No, you liar.
Okay. What? I don't know why you think he's growing. I don't see evidence of that.
Okay. I guess it's because when we first started following him, he was new. Very new.
Big deal.
Okay.
You got ripped off because you're stupid.
Looking at his latest, we only watched the one on what's the war in Gaza. We only looked him up 2 weeks ago. But we do watch your show all the time because I love how, I don't know how you had patience.
So she got ripped off years ago, or she was in it years ago, and then she got out of it. She became an atheist, realizing there's no God. and now they looked him up 2 weeks ago.
After
I hear some of those.
Wow, what the fuck is going on with the audio? So after 13 years of not paying any attention to him, you looked him up 2 years ago, and you decided that he's growing.
Oh no, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Just to see what he had to say about what's going on in Gaza, because with all the bombings and things with Israel, I wanted to see if he was involved in this. That's why I looked him up. It wasn't because I was interested in what he's doing.
I didn't say anything at all about why.
She sounds really amused, and nobody even cares.
Looked him up. It's okay. We're going to move on. Tammy, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
About time. I can't believe how long that call was on behalf of the Michael Rood, I don't know, former fan society. Yeah, I don't know. She was out there publicizing his website, his YouTube channel. I can't help but thinking that she's trying to promote him, but he's just a nobody, like thousands of other nobodies, prophets and evangelicals, etc., trying to build a business, trying to make money out of people's gullibility. So, okay, that's all from me for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.